Right, and we are live. You know what? I was kind of confused. I was looking at a different screen that was not what you were saying now because it kind of there's like a 15-second delay. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Guy here. I'm glad that you are joining me on this live, and we will be doing some things together in GNS3. Hi, everybody. Bonsoir, KBTrainings. I'm going to give you a link where you can download the images that I'm going to use today. It's going to be on Google Drive, and you'll be able to do the exact same thing. So today I want to show you how you can use GNS3 and create computers or create appliances for Cisco and FortiGate. So we're going to use VMware Workstation just like we did last time. I put a link to the video where I was showing you how I created the GNS3 VM. Hey, Banca IP, Serge, how you doing? I hope you're well. Hi, Regis, Eb. Hi, Imani, Kabia. Hi, Dana, everybody. And please, this is my first live on this channel. My real, it's actually my very first time to go live here. So if you like what I do, if you want to encourage me, please first like the video and then share it. Share the video if you can see us live here, so that more people can find us online, and it's gonna just give us more juice to keep doing this, because it takes a long time. It takes a lot of time. And for those of us that are watching on Facebook, I salute you. How many people do we have on Facebook? I can't even see. Not as many as I would thought. But yeah, we are live on Facebook as well. Maybe next time I will try to be live on Twitter and LinkedIn, because I know those are also platforms that a lot of people use. So yeah. Okay. Bienvenue, Stanislas Ngomamona. Hi, how you doing? All right. Thank you so much for being here. And again, please share the video. Make sure the message is shared with many people. And you can also watch us or find us on social media. We have KBTrainings on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. So I will be going live on Twitter as well, on X. I shouldn't be calling it Twitter. All right, thank you guys. So today, as I said, I'm going to be on GNS3. We're going to load some new appliances, and we will probably do a quick, simple lab at the end. But I'm more excited about FortiGates because I am, just like I published on Instagram, I'm going for the NSC4. It should take me a few weeks, maybe in I don't know, 2, 3, 4 weeks. I should be able to take the exam. But I will be sharing with you all those. Oh my God, my volume was just so low. Sorry about that. Can you hear me better now? I think it should be way better. Okay, so in the next few weeks, I will be studying for the NSC. And I will be sharing those lives with you here. And yeah, just stick around, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Okay, so this is a GNS3 VM, just like I installed it in the last video. We're going to spin it up and see if everything is good with it, see the IP that we have, so we can go ahead and start doing our labs. And we, most importantly, need to verify the version of the device that we have. Okay, yeah, the sound is better now. Thank you so much, bienvenue, Stanislas. Okay, so I am tuning on the GNS3 VM. Let's give it a second to come up here. Shouldn't take this long to show anything. Okay, all right, it just came up, but I see here that the Ether0 is not configured. Okay, there are a few things that you have to do on the VM before moving forward. So, like the Ethernet port or the network interface card, you need to make sure you are connected to the right network or to a good network, so that it's my first time to attend your live. Yeah, thank you so much for attending my live for the first time, Tika Kamara. Yep, merci beaucoup. All right, so we're going to make sure that our NIC is connected to the right network, and also I'm going to increase the RAM and the CPUs on this device here. So first of all, I need to shut it down, and we'll go from there. So I need just to go under shutdown. Okay, now that it's down, I can go under settings, right click settings, and from here I can see that the memory is just 2 GB, and 2 GB is too small for this device. I need a little more because one FortiGate can use the whole 2 GB. So I will be having FortiGates. I'll be having Cisco routers. So I'm going to use 16 GB. And that's because my computer has 92 GB. So I can have as much as I want here. And I had a question earlier in the French version of the lab where people were asking me, why don't you just use Packet Tracer? Packet Tracer is good. Packet Tracer is perfect, but it's for beginners. If you are a student or if you can do all of this, Packet Tracer is good. And if you are limited with your hardware, if your computer has like 4 gig of RAM, or if you don't have enough, I would recommend 8 gig at least for GNS3. But if you have 4 gig, even if you have 8 gig and you don't want to overload your computer, Packet Tracer is fine, but it's very limited. So if you want to do things like a good professional, GNS3 is the way to go, or even G. Some people use G. And all right, somebody's asking me how to watch my French live. My French live, mon live en français est sur la chaîne en français. Donc sur KBTrainings en français, c'est là que je trouve le live en français. So the French version is already live on my French channel. I'm going to give you the link to that later. But yes, so I'm going to increase this to 16 gig. GNS3 is for professionals. That's why I like it. It has real images and it looks pretty good. So we are going to increase this to 16. For the CPUs or for the processors, I'm going to give it 2 CPUs with 4 core each. And yep, 2 CPUs, 4 core each. And I'm going to go down to the network, to the NIC, or the network interface card. So here I can see that it's connected to the host only. No, I need to put it on the bridge mode so that it's connected directly to my physical network. So bridge mode is what you should have if you want to connect to your NIC. And that should be enough. I will hit OK. And let's turn it on and see what we have in there. Meanwhile, it's coming up. I can go and find the actual video for my French live, so I can just put it here for my French people, French speaking people. Ok, je vais mettre dans le chat le lien du live en français, comme ça vous pouvez aller le voir. I'm gonna put it in the chat here. Le live en français est déjà terminé, le lien est là dans le chat, et ça c'est la chaîne en français, n'oubliez pas de vous abonner là-bas aussi. Even G, but not asking me for licenses. How will I solve this problem? Okay, we're gonna talk about it. All right. Oh my God. This is 2.3.38. That's bad. I was actually hoping that this will be 2.40.1. Let's see what we have in the client here. This is my GNS3 client. I just want to match the client because I don't want to mess up my config or my setup. 2.2.40.1. So let's go quickly. Let's just take a moment to upgrade this. I will go to upgrade and we'll select the version 2.2.40.1. Yes, sorry about that. I should have made sure that we had the right version here, but we're just gonna upgrade. It's gonna take like 2 to 5 minutes and we'll be done. Ok, Monsieur Emmanuel, le lien que je viens de poster, c'est le lien vers le live en français que je viens de terminer. Donc si vous voulez suivre, appuyez sur ce lien là. Et ça, c'est la chaîne KBTrainings où il n'y a que des vidéos en français. Serge, you're right. Yes, English is actually the best. And I can tell you that I feel more comfortable in English when I'm talking tech. So yeah, those are for my people that can hear me in French and English, so they can understand that I'm more comfortable talking tech in English. Thank you guys. And so we are still upgrading the device here, and I'm also reading your comments on here so I can respond. And yeah, so Facebook, yeah, we have people on Facebook. Leandro Tandawe Lee, hi brother, what's up? I like what you're doing. Thank you so much, Leandro. Thank you. CCNP certified, great. I am currently studying for the NSE4. Perfect. I am going for the NSE4, so we will be doing this together. I will be sharing with you a lot of labs on here. This is just the first one of many. Every Sunday at 2 p.m. I will be live for you here. I will be mostly doing NSE and FortiGate. So if you want to learn a lot on that, I'll be here for you. And not only Sundays at 2 p.m. Okay, I'm talking about 2 p.m. my time, 2 p.m. Denver time. which is pretty much 4 p.m. Eastern time or New York time. I'll be doing these lives and sharing with you whatever I'm learning. And when I will take the exam, hopefully I'm gonna get it. It's an easy exam. When you look at the blueprint, actually, let's try to do that now, and I'll show you exactly what we're dealing with. So I'll go under my NAS and go select. I like this option on Windows where you can now have tabs with Windows Explorer. It's great. So let's go under trainings, FortiGate, NAC4. I choose to go with the security. So this is a blueprint for the NAC4 security, okay? Or the course objectives. If you look here, the agenda is introduction and initial configuration, firewall policies, network address translation, firewall authentication, logging, certificate operation, web filtering, application control, antivirus, intrusion prevention control, security fabric. I feel like I can go and just do this exam tomorrow. Seriously, I feel like I'm good at all those things. I've been working for FortiGate for years now. I mean, working with FortiGate for years, so I should probably be good at the exam. I can take it anytime, but I just want to be ready for it. I don't know how much it costs. It's like $300 or something, maybe a little more or less. But yeah, I'll do that and we'll let you know. Okay, we have our computer or our GNS3 VM upgraded to 2.2.40.1. What I'm going to do now is go to have access to the GUI. What I can do is go here, 10.35.0.227. I think that was the IP that I saw, 227, correct. Here I can have access to the web GUI, but I prefer to have access using just the web, the desktop client. So I'm going to go on the desktop client and change the IP of the server under Edit Preferences, and I can go under Server, and here I'm going to change it to 227. 143 was what I was using for the French things, so 227 here. You need to do it quickly because it does this thing here where it's kind of, it cuts you off. All right, please don't forget to share our videos or to share the live on Facebook and Instagram. Good morning from the land down under. What is the land down under? I have no idea. Dan, bienvenue. Okay, so let's do this. Let's apply and okay. All right, so because we are using 227, now we are connected directly to the GNS3 VM that we have here. So now we need to create our appliances. And again, I promise that I'm going to give you images. Perfect. It's there. It's going to work. I just did the same for people in the French version of the live on the French KBTrainings. So I have them under my Google Drive, under this project here, KBTrainings, live number 1. These are everything. This is the link that I'm going to give you where you can go and download the images for, oh, that's Australia. Oh, okay. How do you call it again? The land down under. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you. All right, so you can go ahead and download everything here. This is what we're going to use today to create our appliances, including even the FortiGate. But I can show you how to download the FortiGate and use it without any problem. Okay, so if we go back to the client, we can start with the switch. I mean, the router. I prefer starting with the router because it's the quickest one. So to create a new router, all we have to do is have the image. I'm going to show you how to upload it. So the router that I use is not actually a virtual appliance. The router is going to be a dynamic iOS device. So to do that, you need to go under Edit Preferences, and you need to go under Dynamics iOS router. And here we can do New, and we need to upload an image. And I'm going to browse my computer to find the image. I have it here. This is the image that you need to download. And the thing is that if you're looking for these images, sometimes you just need to look it up on the internet. Same GNS3 and yes, the same images can be used for EvenG as well. That's a question I have here. So you can use the same for EvenG, but there are some tweaks you have to do. I'm not really on EvenG right now, so I don't know the specifics at this time, but they can be the same. So I'm going to give you the name of this image here that I'm using. If you ever lose it, you can go ahead and download it or try to find it online. And I can just go and give you the link. This is the link where you can go now. It's a Google Drive link. You can go and download everything that I just showed you here, the images that are there. So we have the image for the router. I'm going to load it up on my server. You love using MikroTik. Yeah, MikroTik, I think they're good as well. I've never really played with them, but I hear about them everywhere. So the image is uploaded. Next, we're going to give the name to our device. I'm going to call it just R, as in router. It's going to be the C7200. And I will go next. This is the amount of memory you can give to the device. 512. If you have enough memory, you can just go with 512 meg, which is good for the device. But if you have less memory, you can try to modify it and go with 256. Sometimes I do 256. If I was doing it on a laptop that has like 16 gig, I would go with 256. But if you notice a problem with your device, then you may need to increase the RAM. So 512 is what I'm going to use. And then next. So this is where you can add network adapters. And there are many types. Here, this one is the fast Ethernet. So I'm going to keep just one of these. And then down here, I'm going to add some Giga Ethernet as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. These are gigabit Ethernet. If you want to add like serial devices, serial ports, you can go with the serial. I think the serial is this T here, or something like that. I can't remember. I haven't been using serial for a while. It's actually pretty old. So it's an old technology, that's what I meant. So I can go next. And here, this is a very important step if you are on a laptop, for example, if you don't use the VM. But for the VM, I don't think it does anything because you need to hit idle PC to find a number that's going to allow your device to run in the most efficient way without consuming a lot of your resources on your device. So when you run this, it's going to give you some number here that you need to validate. Are you going to create CCNA like training Fortinet? Training for Fortinet? Only CCNA KBTrainings. Yes, my goal after I pass the NSC is to create an organized course for the NSC. It's not going to be as big as the CCNA because you know the CCNA is a master class or master course. Actually, if you want the CCNA, you can find it on my website KBTrainings.com. That's where it is. But yeah, it's too big. Oh, you know what? I found a number here even for this. That's fine. Okay, so we can just go ahead and click finish and then okay. So we have under routers, we have this router here. I can even create a small project and call it test in English. And I can add the router here. So there's one thing I want to show you. When you install GNS3, by default, you also going to install Solo Party, or you can just install Party. Party or Solo Party are terminal emulators that you can use to get access to the devices. But in my situation, I'm using Secure CRT. I like it. It's good because I use it at work. The license is like $100 or something. They paid for me at work, but I like the convenience of Secure CRT. It looks good and everything. And I also included it for you in this folder. There is a folder called Secure CRT where you can find the executable for that. And you can maybe find a way to use it. All right, so if you want to change, like in my case, I changed from Solo Party. If you go under console applications, this is where I changed and I loaded the path to Secure CRT instead of Solo Party or Party. I just installed GNS3 without using an hypervisor. Will I still be good? No, if you installed it without the hypervisor, then you're supposed to use your local computer. It's not going to be a VM. And without the VM, it might be difficult for you to install some appliances. So what I would require you to do is to go and download a hypervisor, a virtual box or whatever, and then create a new VM in there. That would be great. So next, just like I said, I'm using Secure CRT. So you can change it here if you want to. And okay, so when if I tune on the device and I double click, for tuning on, you need to hit this play button here. And when I double click on it, I should have it coming up without any problem. So we are good there. Our Cisco device, our Cisco router is actually booting. So I can go ahead and create a new template for the switch. So let's go and hit new template. What do you think about MobaX term? I've never heard of it. I've never used it. I don't know much. Install appliance. Yes, we go next. Here you have a list of all the appliances that you can install. We're going for switch. So I'm going to install this one here, the Cisco IOS VL2, because I have an image for it. So I'll go next, install. It's going to ask where I want to install it. And this is what I was talking about. It was Imani that asked me a question, Imani Kabea. Imani, where are you watching us from? Oh, by the way, I know just Adelaide that is in Australia. What about everybody else? Where are you watching me from? Yeah, I'm here in Denver, Colorado, where it's right now 2:21 p.m. So at this step here, if you don't have a VM, it might be difficult. If you don't have a remote server, it can be difficult for you to install these kind of appliances. So that's where you are recommended to have an appliance, a VM running. So I'm going to go next on here. And I don't have to change anything. We leave it to 64-bit version 421. Next. And here it's going to show me all the appliances, all the different versions of appliances that I can install. And as you can see, this one is already ready to install because I have this image somewhere in my files. So this is the image that I'm giving you under this file, this image here. This is where you can go. If you don't have it, you can hit import and then upload this image on your VM, and you're going to have it there. So since it's there, I'm just going to go and install it by doing next. Would you like to install this? Yes. It's saying that there's no default password and so on. So finish. It's successfully installed under switches. So this is the device that we just installed. I don't like this name. I usually change the name to SW. And that's it. So we have our switch. I can also bring it in the topology and grab a cable and connect the router. And you can see we have the fast Ethernet. We have the gig Ethernet. I'm going to connect this to the switch. And we'll also turn on the switch. All right. And if I double click on the switch, you'll be able to see the switch booting up as well. Perfect. So let it boot up, and we will go to the Fortinet next. MobaX term is less related, but a few more features. Oh, MobaX term. When you said X term, I kind of got the idea, but unfortunately, I've never used it. Okay. I don't have to try it out as long as I'm satisfied. But I can, just for my own curiosity, I can go ahead and download it and see some other versions. Some other features that we have. We do have people like Mateus Sassou from Gabon and Benin. Okay, nice. I hope everything is going well in Gabon and Benin. So the switch is booting up. We should be good. And sometime depending on how powerful your system is, it can be slow. But if you have any regular computer, maybe I would say i7 and up, and you have enough cores and everything, it should go fast. So I'm even talking about the manipulation and the commands that you do on the device. Sometimes it can go slowly, but I encourage you, if you're doing that and you see that your devices are slow, you can shut down some other things that you use or some other applications on your computer. We have Regis from Ivory Coast. Hi, man. Okay, so now let's go to FortiGate. For FortiGate, we also need to do the same thing. We do network template and install an appliance from GNS3 server. We go next. From here, instead of, we need to go under firewalls and scroll down. Firewalls. I don't see any FortiGate here. So in this case, I don't see the FortiGate listed. So what I have to do is update from online registry. It's going to pull some new appliances that I don't currently have. And we hopefully are going to see the FortiGate listed there. So let's give it a moment, and I'm going to check things here. Let's see Facebook. Not much happening on Facebook. Interesting. All right. Um, we are downloading the appliances from the online registry, and as soon as we have that done, we should be able to. I like GNS3. We have a lot of devices here. You can see we have pfSense, we have Sophos, we have Untangle, WatchGuard, a whole bunch of things here. So it's updated. Let's go ahead and scroll down again. Yep, you can see right there we have FortiGate. Great. I'm going to hit install, and it's asking me where I want to install it. On the main server, of course. This one will stay by default, and it's scanning my files to see if I have everything required. So to install a FortiGate, you need two files. You need the image and you need the hard drive. This empty 30G is a hard drive. It's a file that you can download anywhere on the internet. If you just look it up, you're gonna find it without any problem. And the image is also found on the FortiGate website. And these are the different versions, 2.4, 2.3. So if you're trying to use a certain version of the FortiGate, and you either, if you use a version beyond 7.2.5, it might be complicated because you have no way to, or it can be a problem to get a test license on GNS3. So what I recommend is to get a version that is lower than 7.2.5. You can get 7.0 that 2 or that 12 that we're going to do here. And sometimes you can see a version here and you don't have the image on the Fortinet website. Let me show you. I am going to show you how to download, even though I already have this image in the folder that I showed you here, but I'm going to show you how to download it. It's not actually an image, it's a VM. So I'm going to show you how to download the VM on the Fortinet website, because it's straightforward. You don't have to have a contract or anything. You can have access to the VMs. So let me just log into the Fortinet on here, and I'm going to show you. So you need to go under support. That's Fortinet.com. Okay, I also need to show you the full screen so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. And all right, so right now I am on the Fortinet, and you can see that let's scroll down. Okay, anyway, you can see that if you go under support and you hit VM images, here you can download images. You can download it for the Fortinet, you can download it for FortiManager and everything else you need. So if we go under Fortinet and we select KVM, KVM is actually the format that we use, because if you look at the image that is needed here, or the VM that is needed, it should be .out.kvm. So if you look at this, you can see this looks like .out. It's a zip file that you can download, but you're going to, that's out.kvm, you're going to unzip it somewhere and use the VM that is inside. So these are the versions that we can download now on the Fortinet website. As you can see, we have 7.4.0, we have 7.2.5, but that's, just like I said, it's better to use 7.0.12 here, because it was before they started requiring a lot of things like the test license, which sometimes wouldn't work if you download the 7.4. And trust me, this is from experience, because I did it many times before I got to the right result. Somebody calling me here. So let's go with 7.0.12. At least we are in the 7.0. If you want to do 7.2, yes, you can do that. You will need to register a device and everything. So 7.2.0.12, I downloaded it and I put it somewhere here. This is it. And then you need to unzip it into this folder. The thing is that if you download it, let's just do it now. So we have a new appliance. This is for the OS. You need to make sure you see FGT or FortiGate VM64. So let's download this. I'm going to save it somewhere. Let's just go under my download folder and save it there. So we have that downloaded. That's fine. We can go back to our GNS3 to continue the work. Okay, so the device that we downloaded is here under the download. I mean, the zip file is right here. The thing we need to do is that you need to unzip this in a different folder. So you need to extract all the files, and then hit OK. You have this new folder with the VM. The thing is, this is a different name we have on the VM here. We need to make sure this VM has the same name, or the KVM has the same name as the file we downloaded. So I'm going to go on the file, and I'm going to copy this name here all the way up. And this is the trick that I promised you on how to install this. So you copy this name, and you go in the folder, and you change the name of this appliance to, or the VM to match whatever you downloaded. Okay, so we are good. The name is matching. So the thing we have to do now is go in GNS3, because we don't have 7.0.12. What we're going to do, that we're going to create one. If you go all the way to the end, there's no that device there. And we're going to do a create new version, and it's going to be 7.0.12. And okay. And here we need to change the name of the appliance. And this one is actually showing 7.2.4, whatever. I'm going to plug in the name of what I just copied, or the name of the appliance that we downloaded. It's right here in full. And don't forget to add the extension at the end and hit OK. The file name for the hard drive, hit OK. And that is going to create a new version of the appliance. It's right here. Okay, 7.0.12. And you need to now import the VM itself. So we had it under downloads under this folder, and I'm going to upload it on my server. It's scanning again after the upload. What do we have here? I haven't checked the comments. Started download KVM and Fortinet recently, and they gave me was V7 and V6. Yeah. What do you mean by V7 and V6? Do you mean like version 7? As long as you are on the version that is a version that is beyond 7, I think you're good. You should have most of the new features. From 7.1, 7.2.3, there isn't much. I mean, there are some changes, but for somebody who's been starting with this, 7.0 should be fine. And here we can see that we have the device available to be installed. I'm going to hit next and confirm this. So the default is admin, no password and everything. So we're just going to finish and create a device. I usually like to rename this device. I'm going to change it and put just FGT as in FortiGate. FGT, and that's it. Just a moment. Just responding to a quick message here. Thank you. All right, so we have the FortiGate here. I'm going to drag it into our test lab here. And what I'm going to do is just a quick lab where I can utilize this FortiGate and these new devices that we just installed. So I'm going to keep a router here. I'm going to put actually, let's just remove the router. I don't want to deal with it. So let's just get the FortiGate and the switch, and also get a device behind the switch like this VPC here, and also add the cloud to connect it to my home network. So I'm going to call it the internet, my fake internet that I have, and I am going to connect the internet, or the provider, the ISP, to the port 1. Actually, I'll just say ISP. Internet is vulgar. Like, I mean, it's not appropriate, because this is the ISP. We can have many services here. And I'm going to connect the FortiGate to the switch, and the switch to the device. Okay, I'm going to turn on the FortiGate and double click, and we can see the FortiGate opening up in secure CRT. And if everything goes well, we should have some output coming up here. Okay, just a moment here. Let me check what we have in the comments and everything. Okay, the FortiGate is still rebooting. Let's see. Where is my thing? Okay, it's right here. All right. But why I can't access its GUI for the trial? You should be able to access the GUI. Just make sure that your FortiGate and your computer are in the same network. I'm going to show it to you right here. And also make sure you can confirm that just by making sure the port is using DHCP and it can get an IP, and that's it. Or if you are not connected to the real network, you can make sure that your FortiGate is connected to the host network inside your hypervisor. You should be able to access it. Hi, Mr. Guin. Thanks for the live. Watch the videos. Okay, nice. Ostinato file. Ostinato. Okay. Yeah, I can share Ostinato with you. Let's see. All right. So this is the FortiGate. I'm going to log in admin without password. Here it's asking me to create a new password. I'm going to do it now. Confirm. All right, so I am inside the FortiGate. So to see if I am connected and I have an IP, I'm going to do show system interface, and this will show me the IP that I have. This is 10.35.0.31. If I go here, I'm going to access the GUI. So let's try it. I open it up, I go here and I plug this in. I have access to the GUI of the FortiGate, and I can do admin with my new password, and I should be directly inside the FortiGate. Here I can do these basic configurations. I'm just gonna give it the name of FGT as in FortiGate, and I'm also going to leave the optimal dashboard, and okay, I am in. Don't show this again. All right, so I am in with my Forti VM. It's a VM for testing. So, I mean, for labs, you don't have a lot of options if you don't have a license. If you do have a license, you can go ahead and register or whatever. But now we don't have a license. We don't have FortiCloud or anything. I do have licenses. I was able to get licenses, and I'm using them for my labs, for my NACs, because I take it seriously. But yeah, if you don't have, you'll be limited in what you can do in your labs. So the thing I want to do here quickly is to make sure that this device is under a certain network. It's maybe under, let's see, I can do 10.0.0/24. This is the network we have here. And the FortiGate is going to be it's going to be the default gateway. So if I'm in the FortiGate, I can open the CLI just to make sure we have access to the internet. I can ping 8. Oh, no, exec ping. Always forget. So exec ping. All right, we can have access to the internet. Now let's make sure our device will have an IP and will also have access to the internet. To do that, we need to go inside the FortiGate. Under network, we need to go under interfaces and configure the port 2, because that's where our switch is connected. So on the port 2, I'm going to set it as a LAN port, and I'm going to give it a name of just LAN, and I will give it a manual IP of 10.0.0.1, and the default the subnet mask of /24. I can allow ping, and I think that should be enough. And then I need to also spin up the DHCP server. Everything else can stay the same, and I'm going to hit OK. So with that, if I open my appliance or my device that I have here, I can do, if I do show IP, you can see that we don't have anything right now, okay? So all I can do is IP DHCP DHCP, we should be able to grab an IP. I gave it a static, but not even G. I mean, why are you going to they're asking me to upload my license, and yet, okay, Imani, if you don't have the license, you can, I don't know, you can register, or you can try. In one of my next video, I can show you how I can use a higher version like 7.2.5. It's going to ask me to register the device. And if I do it with an account, even if I don't have a contract or anything, I'll be able to get a test license. So that license is just for testing. It won't do much, but I'll be able at least to work with it. So if you are hitting the issue, then downgrade. Use a version like the one I'm using here, 7.0.12. It didn't ask me for any license or anything, and I can use it without any problem. So that can be a solution for you. Downgrade to a lower version and you'll be fine. All right, so we can see that the device is now 10.0.0.2, which is great because we are in the same network. So if I do ping 10.0.0.1, I can ping my default gateway. And just like I told you, the thing I like about GNS3 is that I can do some captures here. I told you that in the last video. So I can see what's going on the wire. Even G can do it, but I think it's a little more complicated. I mean, it's just some extra steps that are not very necessary. So GNS3, I like it because of packet captures. I like it because of the simplicity of everything that's going on. So if we redo those pings here, we can see that we can see them in the captures. Okay, so I want this device to have access to the internet, because right now, if I ping 8888, I'm not able to ping because my firewall is not ready to send me out to the internet. And all we have to do in the firewall is we need to add a policy. So let's go under security, under policy and object, firewall policies. As you can see, we only have one single policy that is denying everything. So I'm going to create a new policy, call it LAN to WAN, and I'm going to take traffic from the interface port 2 to the interface port 1, going out to the internet. Source, because I haven't defined the IPs, I can just take all. But because I already defined the interfaces, that should be fine. It's not a huge security concern. So services, I'm going to take all. So I did all. And then down here, I think everything I need is set. I don't need antivirus or anything because I don't have a license. And no SSL inspection. All right, I am going to hit OK. And this policy here will allow our computer to get access to the internet. So if I do again, ping 8888, perfect. Now I'm able to go to the internet, and this FortiGate is doing NAT. If I come here and I start the packet capture, you can see that. Yeah, I know there's a lot of noise here. Never mind, because I have a lot of traffic coming even from my home network, so this is going to be a mess to look at unless I do a lot of filtering. So forget about that. All right, guys, I think that was all for today, and I think you enjoyed it. How did you configure PC1 on GNS3? PC1 actually comes with GNS3, and what I did to give it a DHCP IP is, let's see. So this is PC1. If you do show IP, it's going to show you your IP configuration, and this is what I have. And to configure it for DHCP, all I did was show, IP DHCP. So if you have it connected to a server, it's going to give you an IP directly. The DHCP server will give you an IP. ISP. Oh, how did you configure PC1? ISP. Okay, no. ISP is actually ISP is just this cloud here. So this cloud, when you have it on your topology, you can configure it. It's actually by default connecting to the network interface card of your GNS3 VM. So it's gonna give you direct access to the NIC card of GNS3 VM, so that when you have another device connected to it, that device also has access to the network. So this is my way to access my physical network in GNS3. So I hope that makes sense. And thanks a lot for this work. Do you plan to do? Oh, I did the same with in French. It's on my French channel. Let me send you link again here. So if you follow this link, this is my other YouTube channel where I do French only. And you're going to find a live that I just did like 2 hours ago with the same content, and you can enjoy it there. All right, guys. Any questions? Let me check Facebook. Not much going on Facebook. Please don't forget to share the videos and also like the video on YouTube. We are 20. There are 21 of us here, but the video is just liked by 7 people. Please don't forget to like the video. I think I'm done for today, unless you have any other question. Thank you, Banca IP. I don't know if it's IP as an internet protocol or anything. Thank you so much. So, guys, I think that's all for now. Thank you for watching. I'm going to go live anytime I have something useful to do with you. And but for the Sunday appointment that is set, we're going to go live every Sunday at 2 p.m. Denver time, which is 4 p.m. New York time. In Paris, it's going to be 22h de Paris. I'll be live with you. Merci beaucoup. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, and bye.